In this video we're going to be looking at card N26, how to order fractions, decimals and percentages. The objective of this lesson is to be able to order fractions, decimals and percentages according to size. So let's have a look at the question on your card. Rewrite the 6 amounts in the table below in order of size, starting with the smallest and ending with the biggest. So what we've got here is we've got 2 percentages, 2 fractions and 2 decimals. And with each of those pairs you might well be able to order in according to size. But the difficulty comes with comparing our fractions with our percentages and with our decimals. So what we must do is to convert all of them into a similar form. So I'm going to pick percentages because I think that's the easiest way to progress with this. So first one, 1/2. Now you may know that a half is 50%, but if not, converting to a percentage, we need to make it out of 100. So 2 times 50 gives me 100. 1 times 50 gives me 50. So I'm now 50 out of 100. So I can say that 1/2 equals 50%. So let's have a look at 4/5. Same again, let's make it out of 100. So 4/5, making it out of 100. So 5 times by 20 gives me 100. So therefore 4 times 20, doing the same to the top as the bottom, gives me 80. So I can now write 4/5 is exactly the same as 80%. So I've now got 4 percentages. Let's have a quick look at the 2 decimals at the end. And the way to look at your decimals is to think about place value. So I've got 0 point, there's my decimal point, 1 in the tenths column, 5 in the hundredths column. So in total there, I've got 15 100ths. So I'm going to write that as 15 out of 100. And as we did when we worked out the fractions here, all right, we made it out of 100 because then we could say that was the percentage. So 15 100ths is 15%. Looking at the 0.4, or place value again, 0.4 in the tenths column, so I've got 4 tenths. So again, out of 100, so 10 times 10 gives me 100, so 4 times 10, doing the same to the top and the bottom, gives me 40. And because that's now out of 100, that gives me my percentage. So I've now converted, I had 2 percentages, I've now converted my 2 fractions to percentages and my 2 decimals to percentages. So now all it leads me to do is to write them in order from smallest to biggest. So looking at my percentages here, and I'm just going to tick them off as I go along. The smallest number I've got here percentage-wise is 15. So I'm going to write 0.15. My next smallest, 20%. Going up, 0.4, that gives me 40%. 1/2 is 50%. And then I've got 75% here. And finally, 4/5. And it's important when you write them in order to put them back into the form that you started with. So now it's your turn to have a go. Questions here, press pause, have a go at the questions, and the answers will pop up in a moment.